Once upon a time, in the heart of a big, green forest, there was a hidden village called Oju. This village was untouched by the busy world outside. The people lived simple and happy lives, always helping each other. They lived in harmony with nature, and their days were peaceful. In this village lived a boy named Ao. He was 18 years old and known for his curiosity and his special connection with nature. Ao loved exploring the forest, talking to animals, and helping the villagers. He had dark, curly hair and bright eyes that showed wisdom and kindness. Everyone liked Ao because he was always ready to help or share a smile. Mama Abeni was Ao's foster mother. She was wise and kind, with an air of mystery around her. She found Ao as a baby on her doorstep one stormy night, wrapped in noble cloths. Abeni was respected for her knowledge of herbal medicine and her gentle guidance. She raised Ao with stories of bravery and wisdom but never talked about his real parents. Despite the peaceful life in Oju, a great famine was looming. Crops had failed, and the forest was quiet and empty. The villagers whispered about the cruel King Kaso, who had taken the throne in a bloody coup. His greed and cruelty had ruined the kingdom. The villagers spoke of high taxes, young men being taken away, and the once fertile lands now barren. Ao felt the famine deeply. He saw the sadness on his friends' faces and felt the land suffering. One evening, the villagers gathered around a fire, and an old man named Baba Ifet told an ancient prophecy. His voice was old but strong. Long ago, when our land was young, a prophecy was made. It spoke of a time of great darkness when a king's heart would turn to stone, and the land would suffer. Only the return of the rightful heir, a prince hidden from birth, could bring prosperity back. The villagers listened intently. Ao felt a strange stirring inside him. He had heard stories of prophecy before, but this felt different, urgent. Little did he know, this story was about his own destiny. Meanwhile, in the king's palace, the prophecy spread like wildfire. The king, hardened by years of ruthless rule, felt fear. He remembered the night of betrayal and the whispers of an heir who escaped. In a rage, he summoned his most trusted hunters. These men were known for their cruelty and efficiency. The king ordered them to find and eliminate the prophesied prince. The peaceful village of Oju was unaware of the danger. But change was coming, and Ao's life was about to be turned upside down. One morning, the village woke to the sound of hooves and the presence of the king's hunters. Clad in dark armor and armed with cruel weapons, they spread fear. The villagers were paralyzed with fear. The hunters questioned everyone, overturning belongings, and spreading terror. Abeni knew she had to protect Ao. She grabbed his hand and led him to a hidden thicket at the village's edge. Ao, confused and scared, followed her. "Who are those men, Mama Abeni?" he asked in a whisper. "They are from the king," she replied anxiously. "They are looking for you, Ao." "Why?" Ao's voice trembled. Abeni stopped and looked at him with love and sadness. "There's something you need to know, Ao. The king, he took the throne by force. You are the rightful heir." Abeni pulled out a silver lion pendant. Ao recognized it from the doorway of their hut. It belonged to his parents. "You are the rightful heir, Ao. The one the prophecy speaks of." Ao was shocked. He, a simple village boy, the lost prince. It seemed unbelievable, but Abeni's fear and urgency made it real. "But why didn't you tell me before?" he asked, tears in his eyes. "I protected you, Ao. King Kaso would stop at nothing to eliminate any threat. I couldn't bear to lose you." Ao understood now. Everything made sense. His life had been a lie, but now he knew the truth. He and Ebony were in grave danger. Under the moonlight, they had to make a choice. Stay and face the consequences, or escape to find a new home. The prophecy hung heavy, a promise that could change everything. They escaped into the night, Ebony leading Ayo through secret paths. Fear of the royal guard pushed them on. Every sound made Ayo shiver. Their journey was just beginning, and their lives would never be the same again. The night was dark as Ebony led Ayo through winding paths. She had a bundle on her back with a few supplies and the silver lion pendant. The fear of the royal guard chasing them made them run faster. Every rustle of leaves and snap of twigs scared Ayo. They traveled for days, crossing hot savannas and dense jungles. They were hungry and thirsty but couldn't stop for long. One day, they crossed a barren plain that used to be fertile. They saw people looking sad and starving, a sign of King Kaso's neglect. Ebony placed a comforting hand on Ayo's shoulder. "This is what Kaso's rule has done," she said. "The land is starved, and the people have lost hope." Ayo's heart ached. He felt responsible and understood he had to help. Their journey led them to the border of a neighboring kingdom ruled by Queen Amina, a fair and kind leader. Ebony decided to seek refuge there, but crossing the border was tough. Queen Amina had tightened security to keep out Kaso's spies. One night, as they tried to sneak past the guards, Ayo, exhausted, fell and alerted a patrol. The guards surrounded them with weapons raised. Ebony, heart pounding, stepped forward to plead for their lives. One guard recognized Ebony's pendant. "You seek refuge with Queen Amina, don't you?" he asked. Ebony nodded. "Yes, we are fleeing from King Kaso." The guard's expression softened. "I will take you to the queen. But she does not easily trust strangers." Ebony and Ayo followed the guard to the queen's palace. The palace was grand, with tall spires and lush gardens, unlike the desolation they had seen. Queen Amina, a regal figure with piercing eyes, listened as Ebony told their story and revealed Ayo's true identity. The queen, though moved, was cautious. "If what you say is true," she said, "the prophecy is a beacon of hope. But I must be certain. Prove to me, Ayo, that you are the heir." Ayo, despite his fear, stood tall. "I will do whatever it takes to prove myself," he said. Queen Amina smiled slightly. "Your first test is to find the oracle of the forest. Only she can confirm your heritage and guide us." Ayo and Ebony were given shelter in the palace. The queen provided them with supplies and the help of Amara, a seasoned warrior. With her as their guide, they prepared to find the oracle. The journey to the oracle was dangerous. The whispering woods were full of shifting paths and whispering trees. Only those with pure intentions could navigate. With supplies and a map, they set off. The forest was dense and quiet, with only occasional sounds breaking the silence. Ayo felt the forest's magic and noticed signs that reassured him they were on the right path. Amara led the way, and Ebony offered encouragement. As they ventured deeper, the forest seemed alive. Shadows danced, and the air smelled of earth and leaves. They camped under the stars, sharing stories. Amara taught Ayo to understand the forest's language. One evening, Ebony shared more about Ayo's parents. "Your father was kind and just. Your mother was wise and compassionate. They dreamed of a harmonious kingdom." Ayo felt a deeper connection to his heritage. The quest was about understanding his roots and the responsibility he had. The journey tested them. They faced wild beasts, illusions, and obstacles. But with each challenge, Ao grew stronger, and his bond with Abeni and Amara deepened. After days of travel, they reached the heart of the Whispering Woods. An ancient oak tree marked the entrance to the oracle's sanctuary. The air shimmered with a soft glow. Amara said, "This is it. The oracle awaits." Ao touched the tree's bark and felt its magic. Taking a deep breath, he entered, with Abeni and Amara close behind. Inside, they found a cavernous chamber lit by a soft light. At the center stood the oracle, an ageless figure. "Welcome, Ao," she said. "I have been expecting you." Ao stepped forward. "I seek the truth of my heritage and guidance for the path ahead." The oracle nodded. "The truth is within you, Ao. But you must face the trials of your lineage." With a wave of her hand, the chamber transformed. Ao saw scenes from his parents' reign and felt their love for the kingdom and the weight of their legacy. The oracle's voice echoed. "Your journey is far from over. You must gather allies, inspire your people, and confront the darkness." Ao bowed. "I will do whatever it takes to restore balance and peace." The oracle smiled. "Go forth, young prince. Trust in yourself and those by your side." Ao, Abeni, and Amara left the sanctuary, ready for the challenges ahead. They knew the journey to reclaim the throne would be long and hard, but they were determined, driven by hope for a brighter future. Ao, Abeni, and Amara left the oracle's sanctuary feeling hopeful and ready for the challenges ahead. Their next goal was to return to Queen Amina's palace and plan their next steps. Ao thought about the visions he had seen. His parents' bravery and wisdom gave him strength and made him even more determined to honor their legacy. When they returned to the palace, Queen Amina welcomed them warmly. "Did you find what you were looking for?" she asked, her eyes full of hope. Ao nodded. "Yes, Your Majesty. The oracle confirmed my heritage and showed me the challenges we must face to reclaim the throne. We need allies and a plan to confront the usurper." Queen Amina's expression turned serious. "Gathering allies will be difficult. Many fear the usurper's power. But there are still those who remember your parents' reign fondly and yearn for justice." Under Queen Amina's guidance, Ao began to train hard. He learned about the kingdom's history, the art of diplomacy, and how to be a just and compassionate ruler. General Musa taught him swordsmanship, and Ikon, the queen's advisor, taught him about negotiation and alliance building. Abeni shared stories of Ao's parents and taught him the ancient language of the kings, which could connect him more deeply with the land. Queen Amina and Ikon sent discreet messages to neighboring kingdoms. Representatives from these kingdoms arrived in secret to discuss joining the rebellion. Ao met with them privately, and his natural charisma and the prophecy inspired unity and purpose among the delegates. News of the brewing rebellion reached King Kaso, who was furious. He sent his most ruthless general, Mbutu, with a large army to capture Ao and crush the rebellion. The two armies met on a vast savannah. Ao, now a confident leader, stood at the head of his army. General Mbutu challenged him, but Ao replied with determination, declaring his right to the throne and the end of Kaso's tyranny. The battle was fierce. Ao fought bravely, and his soldiers, inspired by his leadership, fought with renewed vigor. Slowly, the rebels began to win. Ao faced General Mbutu in a fierce fight and, using an ancient incantation, defeated him. With Mbutu defeated, Kaso's army fell apart. Ao returned to the capital as a hero. Kaso, captured and defeated, was brought before Ao, who declared that his reign of terror was over and he would be held accountable for his crimes. Ao's coronation marked the beginning of a new era. He started rebuilding the kingdom, focusing on sustainable agriculture and water conservation to end the famine. He abolished cruel punishments and established a fair legal system. People began to thrive again, and trade routes reopened. Eo's connection to nature and his people's welfare guided his leadership. He established wildlife sanctuaries and sustainable land management practices. Other kingdoms, seeing the prosperity of Eo's reign, sought alliances with him. Years passed, and the kingdom flourished. Eo's reign brought justice, prosperity, and hope. He had fulfilled the prophecy, not just by reclaiming his throne, but by embodying the ideals of courage, compassion, and respect for his people and the land. Eo, now known as the Lion King, had created a just and prosperous kingdom. His journey had been long and challenging, but he had brought hope and a bright future to his people. With Abani by his side and the support of his people, Eo was ready to face any future challenges, ensuring that his kingdom would continue to thrive. The end. Thank you for watching this story. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and loved ones. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting and captivating stories like this one and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any update. We love to hear your thoughts about the story in the comment below. Thanks again for watching.